And you have any question, I'm willing to take the question.
How does the connection of conscious thinking actions align with the subconscious knowing?
Right, a great question. How then you know at the first level, before you can take it to that level of cerebellum, before you can take to that subconscious mind, which means that instinctual level. Yes? So when you learn about Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim, let me go a broad base a little bit before I come to that. When we say in our prayer, Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim, guide us in the right path, there's 5 levels that we pray to Allah. In our tradition, we say Ihdina, meaning first is Hidayatul Wujdan. This something to do with your instinctual. And then Hidayatul Hawas. This something to do with your sensual. And then Hidayatul Aqal. This intellectual. And then Hidayatul Deen. This is celestial. Yes? And then the last one, Hidayah wa Tawfiq. This is spiritual. So you have 5 levels. Instinctual, sensual, intellectual, celestial, and spiritual. So the conclusion of life is not physical, it's spiritual. Life is more spiritual than physical. And that's what we ask Allah, Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim, Ya Allah, make me be that reality. Now, back to your question, how to program so that it come to that subconscious level, so that it begin to act and react at very natural way. Yes? Is that any repetition that you do, keep repeat, it will penetrate that subconscious mind. That's why any martial artist know that. If you see the greatest martial art, they do one move maybe 1,000 times, maybe more. And to the point when they come to that cage fight, they completely go to ground zero. Not thinking anymore. They're completely ground zero. They're not there. They just, when you come close, don't play. It just, you see that instinct. Instinctual like you look at a snake. Yes? That's why you also got reptilian brain, isn't it? Reptile. Yes? Limbic brain. So reptilian brain that by its nature it just react. So the snake, when you pass by, the snake will ask, oh, whose feet is this? Oh, is it Datuk? Don't bite him. No. The snake doesn't care Datuk or no Datuk. It just, it's just reaction, isn't it? Instinctual, like that. So to get to that level of subconscious mind is that you do everything, keep repeat, it will penetrate subconscious mind. And that is why, you see, learning, what is learning? Learning is forging a connection. That's what learning is. Remember what you learn is to reinforce that connection. Okay? Let me repeat again. What is learning? Learning is bonding connection. How do you understand that? Let's say one person step here, you doesn't know that person. Your friend know that person. And he whisper to your ears, oh, his name so and so, his job is so and so. Now when you look at him, you connect. Yes or no? Because you know, you have some information about him. That's what knowing connection. Now, remembering what you know is to reinforce that connection. Let's say at that moment he tell you that, oh, yeah, you smile with him, okay, he's a generous man, yes. After 1 year, you've forgotten. Now when he come back again, your friend poke you again. You see, you can't recall now, isn't it? because you don't remembering it, isn't it? So that the brain neuron, when the two neurons meet, it become memory. Yes? Fired, wired, isn't it? So any thought that you fire, wire, it wired to the hard wire. Then you won't forget it anymore. That's why learning is bonding connection, and remembering what you know is to reinforce that connection. So if learning is forging connection and remembering is to reinforce that connection, so the question now, what are we remembering the most? That's going to be our hardwire connection then. Make sense to you? So if that is the case, in our tradition, what are the utmost thing that we've been reminded all the time? Is it not Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar? Yes, of course. But is it hardwired in you at that cerebellum level? Is it become easy for you as your second nature? When you walk, you can't walk without Him? Or is it hard still? So which means you're not paying attention long enough to that place. So if we pay attention long enough, you will get it. You will get it. Just a matter of keep reminding yourself, don't give up. Don't listen to that great advisor in yourself, saying, oh, this is for the saint. Oh, this is the first scholar. You are not scholar. You see? You're just a simple layman. Come on. He's talking this top people. Oh, watch out that piece of advice. Then you can't change. Watch out. You see? When the teacher speak, the inner teacher speak too. Yes? He want to chip in as well, want to give something of his tips. You see? So be careful. Yes? So, if all of us keep reminding ourselves, if you wake up in the morning, ask yourself who you want to be today. Ask yourself a great question. Who do you want to be today? Allah has given you to another day. Is it you want to be someone that callousness and heedlessness, or consciousness and awareness? Oh, of course, I want to be conscious today. Okay, watch now. If that's what you say who you want to be, okay, from now on, I'm going to move with intention movement. Meaning, you see, most of us by the age of 35 or 40 or 30, most of our action is habitual. We don't even know it. There's sometimes I like to see when people learn the air license in driving school. Wow, you can see they're so conscious. But wait after 3 months when they get their license. They forget. How do I get here? Oh my God. You pass by from your house to the traffic light, you forget how do I get there. Oh my God. You see that? Habitual. A lot of our movement, in tradition they call harakatul mu'tada. Now very interesting in our tradition that if you study, one of the aim purpose that you come to the mosque is to break that harakatul mu'tada. Meaning that breaking the habit of being yourself, that not connecting to the source, to the giver. To break that. To unplug from your environment, from yourself, and from the time. To connect to the one that exists, not in time, not in space, place. And that is the moment you're going to kick in that joy, happy state. Because any state in your state life experience that you experience happy joy is that you forget time, you forget place. Yes or no? Yes or no? Look at your experience. When you're so happy, you remember what's time now, what's time? No! You remember where's the place now? You forget the place. You forget people around. When you're in that ecstasy, that mode of so joy and happy, you forget time, you forget place, you forget people. Then it kick in. That's what Allah says. وَاذْكُرْ رَبَّكَ إِذَا نَسِيتَ. Remember your Lord when you forget. Meaning, the true sense of concentration of remembrance of Allah is that when you forget time, place, and sell. And then your mind, oh my God, this is very high now. You see that? He's talking now. This is too high now. Oh my God. Now he's asking to forget ourselves now. You see? Then if I say to you, when you look at your small screen, how many times you forget where you are? You're doing it all the time. You've done it already when you're looking at your screen of telephone. You're in there already. You forget the time. You forget where you are. And by the time you look at the time, oh my God, 4 o'clock in the morning. You're doing it all the time. But when we talk like this, that expert advisor said, oh, no. This is too much now. Be careful, those inner chatter. What we're talking here is not something alien. Everyone have that ability to be. Rise up and wise up. Prepare yourself. Be ready. Because the nature of life is always two challenges. Remember last time when the first time that we give talk here, we talk about that read, understand, memorize, that memory, take it in, and then implementation, and then sincerely, wholeheartedly, and then exactly, precisely, consciously, constantly. That's what we want to get. Consciously, constantly that conscious. At any situation given, good, bad, sweet, bitter, difficult, easy, praise, blame, you constant, because that's your intent. You will get what you intend.
The level of constantly conscious, this process, it takes a long time. It does not come overnight, it does not come tomorrow or the afternoon. So you need a guide, you need a teacher.
Yeah.
Is that what you'll be leading to?
Yes. So what we're learning here is a guide from the teacher. We have that already. All the explanation been given to you, to us, is so clear. Yes. So it's just a matter of now to do it straight away. Don't wait. And don't think of how long I'm going to get it. The moment you accept that question, that's it, they get you now. No question asked. Don't engage with that chatterbox. Off. Yes? Because when that chatterbox kick in, it won't stop. Because that frontal lobe question by its nature, it just have question after question. So the moment you decide to practice, that's it. Align yourself, engage. So one of the simple practice that my Shaykh teach me is to say the 2 phrases. Ilahi anta maksudi, O Allah, you are my sole attention. Say that phrases. Ilahi anta maksudi. O Allah, you are my sole attention. First phrases. Second phrases, wa ridaka matlubi. Anything that pleases you, that is my searching. That's what I want. And then you say, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah 3 times, and then silent. Just concentrate of what you say. And concentrate on your breathing. Inhale, exhale, because that breathing is the means for you to bring your chatter mind down. Right now, if you focus on your breathing, you see that chatter mind, stop. It will go down. Just decide, I want to focus on my breathing, because this breathing is indicate life, and life is the greatest gift of Allah. So which means breathing is connected with dhikrullah. You see? So once you concentrate on the breathing and try to have deep breathing. That's why La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah fi kulli lamhatin, in each blinkers, because this is the means that you see. Wa nafasin, the nafas. Adadama wasi'ahu ilmullah. So you come to that conclusion and sit down and relax. Yes? So if you do that, slowly, you arrive there. That answer your question? Alhamdulillah.